She has been admired, questioned, celebrated, criticized, transferred, challenged. To some, she's India's first woman IPS officer. You were the only woman in a batch of 80 men.
Problem was for my administrators. What uniform do we design for you? What course will you do? You're the first woman. I said, I will do everything what the boys do.
What made Kiran Bedi?
A lot of education, a lot of sports, a lot of sharing. All that has gone into that foundation. If it was a posting to fix me, I would find my way of not going there. The world thought around all my family and friends saying, that's a punishment posting. You should get out of it. Inside me saying, no, it's a calling. I will go because people need to be healed. First day when I went to prison, it was an urban zoo.
How do we kind of grow the society in a manner where rage is not found? Because in today's world, what we see, rage is so high that crimes are taking place in public areas. People are not afraid to do it. Just for instance, our Pune thing that we just saw is an open air. Did you ever feel hands tied because the system gave another answer to the situation? Did you feel fear anytime in your life?
Fear
Anything?
At work? No. Fear for the family? Yes.
Some people build careers and then some people build convictions. Today's guest belongs to the second category. She has been admired, questioned, celebrated, criticized, transferred, challenged, and yet she's never really stopped standing her ground. To some, she's India's first woman IPS officer. To others, she's the woman who transformed Tihar Jail. Some know her as Kiran Bedi. Others remember the controversies. Hi, I am Shruthi Suraksh and I am in conversation with the iconic Dr. Kiran Bedi. I am so honored to be sitting here, ma'am, and I am just feeling the butterflies even now to be part of the show. A very warm welcome to you. To Beyond the Bio is our podcast by FLO Bengaluru. And this is powered by Sahassra Property Capital, whose philosophy is land, growth, wealth. Let's dive straight into the conversation, ma'am. You are no stranger to interviews and podcasts. You have spoken to audiences around the world for decades. So before I begin, what is that one question you think people should have asked you more often?
What made you?
What made you? And if I have to ask you this question today, what made Kiran Bedi?
First of all is the foundation, where you grow, the way the foundation, and what you put into your foundation. What I put in my foundation was a lot of education.
Right.
A lot of sports, a lot of sharing, a lot of giving.
Right.
All that has gone into that foundation. Sharing, giving, sports, and education.
Wonderful, ma'am. Giving also comes from the family that you are born into. Your parents have been very giving, and we have seen it and heard about it. So, did it come into you as a child because of the upbringing? Is it in your blood, or do you have to train it like a muscle?
If it grows with you as you grow, it becomes you.
Right.
It becomes your DNA.
Yes.
And then you very naturally respond to it. You don't, when you're giving, you don't feel you're giving.
Right.
And
it's a way of life for you.
It becomes you.
Right.
So I think the point is, it's like an early start. If you begin early,
yes,
it grows with you naturally.
Right.
You don't even know it's growing with you, but it's you. So I think it's like the early starts. And the best time is when you are in school, early on, and the credit obviously goes to the home, the parents, who are the architects.
Perfect, ma'am. Do you think courage is something that you are born with? Or did you train along the way? It is sports, you have excelled in tennis, and then you came into the IPS. So before this, where did you find the courage?
Courage also doesn't land overnight. Every decision is courage. Every reading that you read, you're imbibing something from it. You're learning from others' courage when you're reading. Others' courage. which has left impact on you.
Right. It's an impression on your brain.
Absolutely.
Right.
Reading, when assimilated, becomes part of your brain.
Right.
So I think courage is not overnight that you realize. It also grows with every decision you take.
Correct.
When you're small, you take small decisions.
Right.
As you grow, you're used to decisions and you take a bigger decision. But you don't realize you've taken a big decision. You've decided. You are a decisive person. So I think courage is also like nutrition, which grows with you as you grow.
And it makes you also, just like how food makes you today. Because Kiran Bedi's name is courage for all of us that we know of you.
It shapes you. It keeps shaping you. It keeps molding you.
Right.
And also, along with that, you develop that sense of awareness. You start, who am I? What am I doing? Why am I doing? Become aware. You own teacher. You own mentor. On monitor. I think that's a growth later.
Okay.
As you read more, or I think giving teaches you that.
Right.
And then spirituality also is not dogmatically religious,
Right.
but ethically profound. So I think that is what helps you continue to keep on track. So it actually starts self-policing,
Okay.
self-awareness.
Yes.
So before I policed others, I was also policing myself. Why am I doing? What am I doing? Who am I doing to? And is that decision is for the right person? It's self-policing. So I think if you develop that habit of self-policing early on, you prevent a lot of issues.
And it's also shaping your character in a certain format. So if you do one good deed, it also encourages you to do the second. And that's the cumulative process that brings into spirituality as a person.
That's right.
Right, ma'am.
Every good deed,
Yeah.
when it brings you joy, it's not that you're addicted to it. Every good deed leads you to another, makes you, propels you, inspires you, or creates an environment to do another good deed.
Correct.
It's very interesting.
Yes, ma'am.
One good deed, like for me, one good invitation. This is FLO, right?
Yes.
I've attended now several FLOs.
Okay.
Wherever the FLO went worthwhile,
Right.
it's led me to another one.
Yes.
And I start wondering, where did I come from?
Correct.
It came from a referral.
Right.
So one good deed of stretching yourself, getting out of the comfort zone, taking an early morning flight,
Yes.
right? Being out of home for the night,
Yes.
not getting the kind of food you're used to, sleeping in a bed which may be a little uneven,
Yes.
but you do it
Correct.
because one leads to the other.
Absolutely. Very well said, ma'am, on that bit. You were the only woman in a batch of 80 men. And this question mostly has been asked, but I will do a little different question here. What did your first day of training feel like for you when compared to the last day when you graduated out of the IPS training camp?
Shruthi, to be honest with you, I was at home
Okay.
in that police academy.
Right. Okay. You felt at home.
I felt at home.
Mm-hmm.
Why? The reason was I was an NCC cadet 4 years prior to that. NCC uniform was my favorite.
Wow.
Sports tracksuit was my favorite.
Yes.
School uniform was my favorite. I'm basically a uniform girl.
Right.
I could not have been in any other dress other than being of uniform. So it was a setup. So when I joined the service and I entered, the problem was for my administrators or my seniors saying, what uniform do we design for you? Because you're the first woman.
Okay.
What course will you do? You're the first woman. I said, I will do everything what the boys do. I will work with them. And if you have a separate room for me, I'll be grateful. Otherwise, I'm willing to share the barracks.
Wow.
Because I was also sharing barracks as a young tennis player.
Right.
When we were all bundled into one dormitory.
Right.
We were all into one dormitory, boys and girls. And we used to all find our own bed And we used to be decent and civil.
Mhm.
So I learned it. So I said, if you have a separate room for me, I'm happy. But problem is yours, not mine. So it
So
just
nice.
worked out.
You had already adjusted this in your mind before you even came to ask.
I was
or
living it.
you were living it already. Yes. And I think even in the sports field, when you travel from one city to the other, playing intercity, playing nationals, and so on, like you mentioned, you are not sure what facilities are there.
Yes.
And whatever is provided, the next day you have to go on court and perform. So, performance, that kind of courage, all of that, when it's on your mind, the smaller things of amenities and facilities that most of us today are so used to, those questions didn't exist for you.
Oh, I roughed out.
Mm-hmm.
As a child, as a teenager, I roughed out. And my parents made me rough out. So, Shruti, to answer your question, I think if you get out of comfort zone and get used to discomfort, then comfort becomes comfort and discomfort is acceptable
Right.
because you see the difference. But you understand why you're doing this. I've roughed out as a teenager, third class compartments, overcrowded, unreserved apartments, sleeping on the luggage,
Racks. Yeah.
because you never had a sleeper.
Okay.
So the luggage suitcase will be below, and I would spread my bed on the luggage carrier
Okay.
and sleep because I had a tournament to catch in the morning.
This was all as a young Kiran Bedi.
Absolutely.
Right.
And getting into the queues to get my seats booked. On the contrary, helping the boys get a reservation.
That is wonderful. All these experiences kind of put impressions on your mind, and that's what shapes you, and that's the kind of courage that you have built without knowing what has influenced you in all these experiences as a child, as being in these trains, as being on the luggage rack to sleep upon. So I think all of this comes together as a person. And not everyone is fortunate today. Being fortunate in terms of wealthy families, we don't get to see the real experience that one could have had, or the rainbow experiences that one can have in life. So you have lived it all when it came to the start of your journey as a person.
When we're growing up as a child, elders tell you what you're doing will benefit you.
Yes.
But it doesn't settle.
Yes.
ये तो कहते ही हैं, बड़े लोग तो कहते ही हैं.
You have to touch the hot rod yourself.
Yeah. So they say, what I'm telling you to go through the rough way. Oh, you're making me work so hard. The coach will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
It'll pay you off in the... No, you're being cruel.
Yes.
You're being partial.
That extra round around the tennis court
You're being partial.
has helped you,
No,
yes.
But you do not realize it then.
Absolutely.
So all you have to do at that time is believe
Yes.
what the elder is telling you is for your good. Believe.
Ma'am, this is so important in today's adolescents, children that we are, I have 2 children and teenagers, 15 and 14. So we do see that comfort is one way, and our roughing out for them is to take them on a trek to the Himalayas. But yes, the kind of experience is unmatched for what you will tell us today. Yeah.
Yes, Shruti, this is exactly it. It's not called blind faith.
Mm-hmm.
It's not called obedience.
Mm-hmm.
It's like believing
Yes.
and respecting. Why is my father telling me this?
Correct.
Why is my mummy telling me this?
They have to be reflective.
What is the purpose?
Yes.
Oh, they're only building you,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't realize it. But if you start believing
Yes.
that what they're doing it for you is building you without knowing what the building will look like.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know my building will look like a National Police Academy.
Yes.
I didn't,
Yes.
but I believed them.
You have been to many buildings in your life, I would say, and all successful and beyond what one can imagine.
So I think that's the key. Yes.
Super, ma'am.
Yes, Shruti.
Just as you were settling into one role, which you often did, and as women, I would like to ask you this question. We do something for our children or our parents or any new role in office. So we think that, okay, everything is comfortable. Now we've gotten started. And at that point in time, you are given a new task. In your case, you were transferred because you have raised questions. You have been bold enough and courageous to say why. And at that point in time, you were transferred. And again, you have to restart from scratch. How did it feel to be in a new place, uncomfortable every time? And how do you pick yourself up in such a scene?
First, I accepted what I thought was worth it. If it was a posting to fix me and make me waste my time and let me
You mean
decline.
like a punishment?
Yeah,
Okay.
let me decline,
Right.
and it has no value, I would find my way of not going there.
Okay.
Even if it meant taking leave. I would not accept wasting my time.
Right.
Because for me, life was precious. And it has a limitation. Therefore, I would find a way, like I would take study leave and write a book.
Okay.
Yeah. Or take a study leave to travel, visit the prisons around the world.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would. Or apply for a scholarship because I knew where I was being sent is a waste of time.
Okay.
So, but where I got a posting which had the potential to make the difference,
Right.
I grabbed it. Even if it was, I know you're going to ask me, the prison assignment.
Right.
Even if it was a prison assignment, when the world around me thought it was a punishment posting, I felt it's a divinity calling me. I am going where people need me.
You told yourself this when you were given this news?
Absolutely.
Right.
I was the only one within myself who knew it's calling me for a cause.
Okay.
My intuition told me that this is a divine call and you're being called.
And you welcomed such a terror of a place for outsiders like us. You have been in it. But for what we perceive as citizens, as commoners, we always think it's a place where, it's unimaginable, the horror, the experiences that those these criminals have gone through. And you have also changed it to a beautiful, peaceful place by having the horrors of their life to be, I would say, you made them flow into vipassana, into thinking, into being reflective. And nobody would have imagined such a thing. And that was great news at that point in time. Ma'am, you spoke of human potential just now.
Shruthi, let me come back to you.
Yes.
With this. Let me explain to you.
Yes.
First day when I went to prison, it was an urban zoo. I did not know the prison from inside. All I'm talking to you is the time when I got the posting.
Right.
And the world thought around all my family and friends saying, that's a punishment posting. You should get out of it. That's a waste of time.
Right.
Inside me saying, no, it's a calling. I will go because people need to be healed. Because I was arresting people and sending them to jail. And what was happening to them when they were coming out, I knew they were not healed. They were repeating the crime. So my wish was, now that I've got a chance, I create circumstance in such a way that when they come out, they don't repeat a crime.
Oh.
See, the police in me was now preventive. So how can I prevent crime? Through the prison management.
So this was the difference between the police officer Kiran and the prisoner officer Kiran.
Exactly.
And it's so different. So did you train yourself to do this, or these thoughts came to you that, no, now I have put them in prison and now I would like them to transform and not go beat up the police who arrested them to come
Exactly.
here, right? Yeah.
See, I'd seen it from both sides.
Yes.
I was arresting people, gangsters, from going inside and going inside. But when they came out bigger gangster. Where was the fault?
They
Fault
had
lies
that
in
in
how
them.
they spent their time there.
Okay.
So I start to work on, now I will be a preventive policing through correction.
Right.
I wanted it as a police officer that when they come out of jail, they are corrected. But they weren't. They were bigger pressure on me because I had to keep track. Aaj kaun nikla? Oh, track him.
Right.
Why? But here, said no. Let my colleagues in my department not track them. Let them be living in peace and harmony. So it was an urban zoo which I entered. And from the zoo, the correction began.
What a thought, what a start. And you did it fantastically. Ma'am, when you spoke of human potential, which leads to crime, do you ever think that if this potential could have been used for a more positive way, in a positive manner, then what could have come out of that person would have been wonders. And every citizen thinking like this would have created a better country. So I feel this is one thing when I look at people going into, the criminal side of it, but actually move your potential towards something positive. And for this, how does the nation or us as families, starting from our very own, how do we train people to be preventive to prevent crimes? How do we kind of grow the society in a manner where rage is not found? Because in today's world, what we see, rage is so high that crimes are taking place in public areas. People are not afraid to do it. Just for instance, our Pune thing that we just saw, it's an open air and there are people, and yet they're not able to save them. So this has to be inculcated in the person from the beginning. So will education and schools, does it start from there? What did you think of it?
We have to practice prevention.
Right.
Prevention in life as a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Prevention and awareness.
Right.
Prevention doesn't come without
Absolutely.
awareness.
Yes.
So that kind of prevention is better than cure.
Mm-hmm.
I think that kind of theory, and if it's taught around while in school, while at home, what can I prevent?
Yes.
All right. If something's happened, could have I prevented it?
Mm-hmm.
What if I'd done this? That it could have, I need not have gone into this. I've lost my anger and I have lost a friend. Let me rewind. What could have I done? If what instead of being angry, could have I done it in a different way? See, these kind of life skills need to be, I've been tracking Pune rages and road rages, terrible rages. Recently also, you had a murder case there.
Yes, ma'am. Even in Bangalore, just
Terrible.
yesterday, outside of the
In
open.
Pune, you've had, or even in Bangalore, most of the metropolitan cities.
Yes.
So I think the prevention as a concept, as a philosophy, as a character trait, as a life skill is important. So the point here is, all right, you've failed in your prevention. Now, do you repeat a crime? So what I applied as a police officer, I did a lot of preventive policing through good police systems.
Yes.
I'd put, as a police officer, beat police systems, which is the answer to crime prevention.
Ma'am, you are known for breaking the ceilings. Yes, you spoke of the inculcation of such a character in young minds and as well as awareness. If would I even say, if something like a Pune thing that has happened and the evidence comes out that such thing was positive, then if they give a harsh punishment, would that also bring in fear for people to create a crime? Would that be preventive in your mind?
Every crime, remember, has an accused and has a victim.
Yes.
And justice is also for the victim. Therefore, tough punishment, faster punishment is justice to the victim.
Correct.
So that must also be in place.
Right, ma'am. You spoke about fast. You have arrested many people, and I want to ask you, what was in the mind of Kiran Bedi when you were not in the framework of the system, but you had to back yourself up because it was a difficult decision that you have made? Once you have made somebody a convict and you have arrested them, you have to back yourself that you have done the correct thing. In earlier interviews, you have said it could be a planted, victim as a convict who's come in. How do you trust yourself? I think this is a big learning for all of us as women. How do you trust your decision and back yourself that you are doing right?
You have to ask yourself, what role are you in? What's your duty now? If I'm a prisoner in the prison, what's my duty now? To work with him in such a way that he regrets what he did. Redemption happens.
Right.
Reflection happens. So it's my duty to make him, not to pardon him. Who am I? I'm not the judge. And I'm not asking to let go the victim. No, I would say, create an environment in such a way that he realizes himself that he made a mistake.
Did you ever feel hands tied because the system gave another answer to the situation? Did you feel that you knew the truth? And I see that smile. So did you have to fight that silence?
I used to come around it.
You used to come around it? And it's
find
a
a
very
way
difficult-
and do the right thing.
Right.
Come around it in many ways and
Correct.
do it.
Ma'am, a question from our sponsor, Sahassra Property Capital. Their philosophy is land growth wealth. So they do investments in land. For Kiran Bedi, what is the real growth and what is real wealth?
If you ask me today is make India skillable at least more than 80%.
Mhm.
The youth skilled more than 80%.
Ma'am, is there a personal
against
contribution?
current 5%.
Oh, okay.
Korea is 80%.
Yes.
Germany is 60+%.
Mhm.
India is unemployed youth, employable 5%.
Correct.
I think there's one challenge when every youth becomes skillable
Mhm.
and starts generating wealth.
Mhm.
Either he gets a work or he employs another.
Yes.
India would be different. And it includes men and women.
Yes.
Women also look at what can they create.
Yes.
After all, they have to earn a living. What can they create to earn for themselves?
Yes.
Secondly, is the youth. I've got a certificate, a degree, but I don't have hand skills.
Correct.
So head and heart must come. Use of head and heart must come in very early. There's a huge demand for blue collar workers,
Yes.
electricians with very high paid.
Correct.
Electrician. Now they're short supply because of the kind of the power generation which is happening.
Mhm.
We can create these blue collar. They call blue collar, but they're
Yes.
as good as very worthy collars.
Correct.
Why not? So I think we need a system which we generate, create opportunities where a supporter can support, saying, "Okay, I'm willing to skill these 5, 10, etc."
Yes.
And that is, I think, the biggest contribution they can make to nation building.
Absolutely, ma'am. And congratulations, you have created a platform for such a beautiful platform for India to skill. Because like you mentioned, as a supporter, we are always looking out as to where we can donate. But here on your platform, a person who donates also sees the growth of the person who's skilling up.
Exactly.
And funding will happen to that person
Yes.
in intervals as they grow.
Absolutely.
Is that correct, ma'am?
And it's called Bharat Skill Exchange.
Bharat Skill Exchange, please note, go visit
Go
it.
visit it.
Yes.
And you can be a learner, you can be a trainer, and you can be a supporter. And your support is not going to go anywhere.
Yes.
You can watch the way that support is being released,
Right.
being given to the learner.
Yes.
And is the learner learning? Otherwise, you have a choice to get the money back. That means your money is in your hand still.
Ma'am, you are coming up with such iconic ideas every stage of your life, and this platform will do well for the nation building. How is it for you? Always nation first, as a mother, as a police officer, as family. And tell me personally, do you feel a threat because you were you have a daughter and she was really young when you were in the police service? And how did you go through that? Because for us, if we go out and do something small, not heroic in your words, I would say heroic. But when you come home, you always fear for the safety of your family because you don't know who you've dealt with outside in the environment.
Shruti, I enjoyed the biggest blessing that God gave me was amazing family support.
Mm-hmm.
My parents, myself, my mother, my father, and my husband's side, all very supportive and proud of the fact that I'm being of value to the country. So everybody supported me in all that I did. Mummy, daddy at home, my daughter growing up in a very secure and an affectionate environment. It was the biggest blessing. And I realized that not many women have that.
Yes.
So when I had that, I realized now is the time to give it all because I'm blessed.
Did you have it in the back of your mind that you have a family and a daughter to protect at home? So would I go out and be courageous enough to do something to, say, a criminal? You had to punish him. So if you punished him, the after effects, would it be in the back of your mind that this could be, a threat to my family?
I was not generating any hatred.
Okay.
I was generating compassion
Right.
and forgiveness.
And that was your mantra, right? Ma'am, we'll move to the rapid fire now. This is a very interesting side of the podcast. As a little girl, what made you angry?
Injustice.
Injustice, even as a little Kiran.
Absolutely. That's the reason for my choosing the IPS.
Oh.
I saw injustice as a girl.
Mhm.
Injustice at home to a woman who's asking for money to run a home. I saw that injustice.
So that was something that broke you to become stronger?
Oh, that this is not the only way to do this is to fight against it and then be part of the solution. And
That
not be,
fire was from within when you saw all of this.
oh, absolutely. It makes me angry. I used to question my father and mother, why is this happening? Then they say, well, because she's dependent. That's what she's asking.
Ma'am, you always said you would fill in humanity as your religion on forms.
You're right.
I have, from childhood, also left it blank because I didn't know what to fill there. And I knew what religion I come from, but I didn't want to be supportive and, why should somebody ask? Everyone should be treated equally. This was always in my mind, and I'm so happy that you had written humanity.
Yes.
So I can definitely resonate on that. So did you ever feel different from other girls growing up?
Yes, I did. Many, many ways. The way I dressed,
Yes.
the way I played, the way I was mobile, the way I was being groomed. I knew I was different.
Did it make you feel lonely because you stood out?
Oh no, I had a lot of friends.
Oh, you had a lot of friends who accepted the way you are. Okay. What is something you wish young women would stop apologizing for today? As women, they're generally
For
saying
taking
sorry
care of herself.
for taking care of herself.
Absolutely.
Right.
Self-care, she doesn't have to be apologetic.
Mhm.
She owes it to herself to take care of herself.
Me time, give it some time.
Herself, her health, her wealth. She has a right on her health. She has a right on her wealth. She has a right on her own ethical choices.
Nice one, ma'am. After the kind of days you've lived through, what still keeps you awake at night? How do you get a sound sleep, I would like to ask you.
Oh, hard work through the day. Hard work through the day. Valuable day. Oh, you get tired. I do my fitness, do my reading. I think you have to exhaust yourself mentally and physically.
But can you switch off, ma'am? Because a little storm in our mind and we won't sleep through the night. But you are always in a storm and tornadoes and twisters around you in an environment. How can you switch off before you sleep at night?
Well,
Just one tip for us.
All I can say is you've got to be blessed for a good day. You have to be blessed. But when these challenges come, take them one day at a time. That hour at that time. Don't carry it forward.
And also, next day is work. So you better be well rested. Yeah. Okay. Last question, ma'am. What part of Kiran Bedi has remained unchanged through all these years?
The attitude, the optimism.
Okay.
Optimism has remained the same. I look for solutions
Right.
to any problem which comes. Tell me the problem, but no, don't carry on. You told me, tell me where's the solution. Let's go around the solution and look for it and happen.
Did you feel fear anytime in your life?
You see, fear of what? Fear
Anything.
at work? No. Fear for the family? Yes. Fear about myself, that I stay healthy and fit? Yes. So there are forms of fear. Which fear? What fear? Why fear? And how do you deal with it?
You're able to compartmentalize fear to the root
You can.
level.
You can.
You can. And you have taught me today. Really, this is such a learning.
Which fear?
Right.
Fear of the lion? Yes. Fear of the devil? Yes. I think
Ma'am, with all this, I think that's why your daughter calls you cute. And you are really, really such a warm person. I would like to tell Sahassra Bedi.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. If you could leave the FLO community and all the entrepreneurs and leaders and everyone who has tuned in with one line, one thing to carry into the week, what would that be?
find what you can additionally do from what you're already doing
Right.
and work together.
Right. Always have something extra on mind.
What you can additionally do
Yes.
and work together.
Wonderful. Working together as a team is definitely something.
And since you're already a FLO network,
Yes.
work together.
Ma'am, FLO Bengaluru has 1,500 plus members. So definitely a big team.
Absolutely. All with entrepreneurial skills.
Yes.
They can lead the way.
Yes. Thank you so much, ma'am. And it was wonderful having you on the show.
Thank you.
And looking forward to more conversations in the near future.
Thank you, Shruthi.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much,
God
ma'am.
bless you. Thank
Honored.
you. Thank you.
you.